Hey, what's up, everybody? Unfortunately, he is sick right now, and for some reason, he didn't decide to reschedule this for tomorrow or Sunday. But there will be no ranking tonight. So,
I'm sure the spirit was willing, but the body was not.
nope. Lester's went to bed. I think Marani went to bed too. But I don't know why he has it scheduled for 9 p.m. tonight, but he should, or 10 Eastern for you East Coast people. But yeah, we're just gonna hang out for a little bit and then probably end it. So if you have other things to do, go do those things. Unless the old man shop shows up. But hello to Eric and Boyd, Jay Lucian, Dark Admiral, Much Hair, Michael Taylor, people who should be watching the Geeky Puppet Show. I mean, we see Jay all the time over there, but I don't really see. Well, there's Desert Rose. Hello. Um, we miss seeing you, Michael. We miss seeing Mr. Boyd and Dark Admiral March Hair over on the Geeky Puppet Show. But and Mr. Undead Quinn. But like I said, Eric is or not Eric, but Angleton is really under the weather. So and he couldn't find anybody to really host it. So there will be no cover ranking tonight. We decided we'd hop on and let you guys know that. But it's a little chill stream for now. But so hey, it's Jackson Roykirk. Yeah, we missed you. We didn't see you in the chat tonight. So, but yeah. But yeah, unfortunately, that's what's going on tonight. Really, everyone's sick, which it's kind of like grossing me out. Eric, no coughing. It's just it's the health zone.
Oh, I just wanted to fit in.
Jackson was hanging out with his cool friend and friends. I mean, Jay. Yeah. Oh man. You know, I don't see on the channel over on the Geeky Puppet Show anymore. I don't see Rhaegar anymore. I think he pops up maybe for the top 5 sometimes, but I really don't see him in the reading stuff.
Well,
No,
it's been a few minutes, a minute or however it is.
Yeah, I mean, he's basically becoming the new Zach. We talk about him, but he's not there.
Now let's think about how crazy that sounds.
Exactly. We even had a character named Little Rogar tonight in one of the readings. So,
well, Rogar.
Yeah,
I think you added the little.
I had a little because it's Rogar. Come on. No, but I guess I could show off my stuff I got from Half Price Books.
All right.
I can do that. Just give me a second and then grab the books. But it's been unnaturally warm here. It is 50 degrees outside. I don't know how, but it is. Middle of what, January? Or not even that January. We're at the end of December. It's crazy. So, all right. Have a good night, Eric. Shouldn't you change the title of this? I don't care. It's going to be deleted anyway. So. Fortunately, some of these actually have this sticker still on. It sucks. All right. Yeah, I could change the title, but I can't change the thumbnail. That's the only thing. I can't do that. So. Move some of the stuff here. Deleted, canceled, so 2024. Yeah. So we were talking offline. Apparently, there's another person set on fire near Penn Station in New York tonight. Don't know if they're alive or whatever, but at this point, why are people still going near the subway? I mean, if that's your only transportation, that sucks. But like, I get out of New York. Get out of blue cities that don't care about you. There's no point. But I mean, if you're not allowed to carry, can still carry to protect yourself, and then you're in a place like that, that's ridiculous. Oh, I got my Vampirilla. Came in the shop today. Did not get my other book though. It's kind of irritated. I have to order it. Transit cops did nothing again. I'm sure. What transit cops? All of them are pretty much gone. Remember they defunded the police in New York. I guess is it the governor who's in charge? The black guy? What's his name?
The mayor, Eric Adams.
Apparently, he wants to hire more cops, and they're all upset, I guess, because, well, remember, you don't want cops. So, Jackson, I'll show up in a second. I'm just removing some price tags off some of these books. Yeah, I didn't think I'd be showing them right away, but yeah. The one thing I hate about price tags on trade paperbacks is sometimes they don't come off all the way, the labels. I hate that. Let me do myself. Never liked the idea of being trapped underground in a speeding tin can. Yeah, especially when we watch all these movies where the subway collapses or a train crashes or people get mugged. And I was just thinking about that, about the guy who remember that back in the 80s, the guy who went and shot the kids. Was he acquitted of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Because I read that he was like they really tried to like string him up on charges, like. So I was kind of worried about that because like if it was that bad back then, I can only imagine how bad it is now.
Oh, it got a lot better. Giuliani cleaned it up.
Giuliani, yeah, but he's gone.
And Bloomberg, it didn't get much worse under him, but between De Blasio and Adams until about 2 months ago, but he doesn't have any power. They've proven that,
right?
Because he's started to buck the system, so they're not going to have that.
So I can show off a few things right now. Got the stickers off them. So these are kind of cool. Came across these. Soft cover one, but from 1941, 40 to 41. This is volume 2 of the series. So if you like the old Golden Age stuff, they're all black and white. So I was glad to find this. Didn't cost that much. It was like $10, I think. Then they got volume 3. So kind of cool. Pretty thick books, decent. The background drop is so the full cover is much like this. So it's kind of cool.
I have a few of those. Those are neat.
And I was worried about them, like how flexible they would be, like just really don't like the stickers because the glue and something. I can't pull it off. Here's another one. remember the one I showed you last time? This is the Silver Age dailies hardcover with the ribbon. So I thought that was kind of cool.
Very, very cool.
Yep. And I believe these are these in color? No, these are still black and white. Someone got rid of these. This was a $30 book. But so like actually it's $50 was the original retail price, but I got it for like $30. Oh, wow. Had the Batman dailies when they first came out. I had those too. I find a lot of my stuff. I have Bryce books every once in a while. I go for trades because they ridiculously mark up all of their books, their individual floppies, and they're beat the shit. Like some of them are like they'll have an $80 book, but it doesn't even have a backer board in it, and it's folded over. All right, ready for that? Another Silver Age daily. So I think this one has a ribbon in it still. Let me look. I just think it's not in the actual. I think it's right here. Yeah, there it is. It was kind of stuck in the page a little bit. Sorry about that. So yeah, it has the ribbon. And it has each in the back. Red Kryptonite. Anti-Superman campaign. Superman sacrifice. So I was glad they have that. And then another really cool book I came across. This one's really cool, Brain.
Ooh, I like that.
Sunday Pages, 1949 to 1953. Apparently these are all released through IDW. So I'm not sure how old they are, but this was also a $50 book, but I got it for really cheap. 2014. And it has Sundays, the colored ones. So I was kind of really glad to find these. And it's like I said, it's such a smooth paper and everything. I love that cover. I'm not sure about. Okay, it's just a paper cover over the actual cover, same cover. I was wondering about that. Alrighty. And then I was looking at other trades. This is the one, actually, the first one I looked at. Society Returns. Never heard of this, but it's James Robinson and David Goyer are joined by some of the industry's most respected talents to celebrate the golden age of the Justice Society Returns. Among their acclaimed collaborators are Jeff Johns, Mark Waid, Chuck Dixon, Ron Mars, Michael Lark, and Chris Weston.
Yeah, I think there were 8 one-shots.
Yep, that's what it is. Yeah, it's these ones.
Yep, those
individual ones. Yeah, I've seen sell them multiple times, the individual issues, but I was like, this collects all of them in a trade. To me, that's much more fun to have. And I can just read them one at a time, and just go through them. But yeah, I love that. So, and then it shows you the other books you can have, the other JSA titles. Darkness Falls, Just to Be Done, Return to Hawkman, Fair Play, and Still Thunder. So, all right. Now Jay wanted to see that Vampirella again. That's the new one that came out this year. This was really fun. Basically, Santa becomes a vampire because, and he's also a cheating bastard in this one too. But yeah, they keep finding dead elves at the workshop. So Mrs. Claus, who's packing a heater every 5 seconds, just smoking one, lighting one up. He turns out one of the elves he's like, I hired an expert, Vampirella. So come in and yeah, it's just a fun book going through this. And then yeah, she's pulling on, makes a comment about how freaking heavy he is, drops them. Little kids are like, oh, it's Santa Claus, and well, she attacks him, takes him down. But what's really cool though is there's a scene in here, which I thought was hilarious because I was like, that's Dynamite is back with Vampirella. Look at that ass shot. You would never think that, And then they made a comment. I'm not sure whose Timmy Toothbrush is.
All the time.
Oh, it's you, MK. Yeah, because I'm like not ready to let you in if I don't know who you are. But
okay.
Yeah, I saw you before we went live. I saw like, who the heck is Timmy Toothbrush? You popped in and popped out.
Yeah, I logged in, right, and it wiped out my my name. So I had to go back to my avatar. I wanted to make sure that all my pictures were there. So I was just testing out the new pictures and my name. Just wanted to see what it would show on your end. I don't know if I give you. I guess you can't see the.
You can change your name though. But
Oh, okay. Oh, so you can control the people's names. That's interesting.
Yeah, I can control all that.
Oh.
It was funny because in this book they actually do drop Rob Liefeld's name here too. Yeah. But like I said, it's a very, very fun book. Rudolph gets beheaded in this because he's a vampire. They think he's a vampire. It's told by Burl Ives, the snowman. I thought that was hilarious. And yeah. All right.
Yeah, how'd you know it was me right off the bat? Yeah.
Because I thought about it's either you or Evil Black Cat. Evil Black usually just comes on by himself. He doesn't.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I haven't seen him in a while.
Get you confused. I'm not even looking at the chat, so how the heck do I even know what you guys talk about? But so showed this earlier in Sports Ball. Finally managed to get a copy of this. First appearance, I guess, not first appearance, but Tailspin 104. The miniseries came out. Unfortunately, the cover, the front and the back are detached, but the book is still stapled and in mint condition. So, really excited to get that. Got it for $0.25. Got me a Captain America 104 for a decent price.
Cool.
Everything at my shop is half off right now.
Indentured Servant of the Skull.
Right? So. And then I was going through back issues. And I was like, oh, this is kind of cool too. Give me some Marvel superheroes. With Spidey on the cover. Story I haven't read yet, so. It's probably not that good. Who knows? But, And then I saw this.
That's nice.
This was only $22. So, $93. Mm-hmm. And I got myself Marvel Premiere Star-Lord. That story. So.
Oh, that's a cool cover.
Not as cool as this next one. Eric knows what this book is.
That is cool.
Every grown up will suffer, Batman, because you lied to us. Concentration camp for adults only. Rebels in the streets.
Wow, it's a grim cover.
And then I went back and I started grabbing the issue, the miniseries, the one I don't have yet. So, issue 1 of the 1984 4-issue miniseries. Then here's number 2 of that. The Wizard. I always love that thing.
The Wizard.
No matter how fast the Wizard runs, he can't escape the past. And then I could not find issue 3, but I got number 4 with I'm Magneto. Revelations. So
I love how the two in the front are like, no, not his butt. Yeah.
what are you talking about? He's like Cannonball this time. He doesn't even have a lower body. It's just like he's just like a streak.
Oh yeah, got like the Superman flying streak.
He's like Red Skeleton, the streak. So yeah.
I feel like there was a book or something where they referred to the Flash as the Streak before he got the name the Flash, but I just can't remember which.
In the show, they called him the.
It is a show, right? Maybe I'm thinking
They
of.
call him like the Red Streak or something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah. Before.
Iris did. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, Rudolph the Red. Yeah, Rudolph the No-Head Reindeer. Yeah, like I said, like I love that because it was like a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, but with like vampires, and Vampirella has to like start beheading people and stuff, saving kids. But they made a reference in the book saying like the Liefeld-esque gun. So they actually not dropped Ryan Bledsoe's his last name twice.
Oh.
And at the end, the elf, he's like, after they cure Santa, he's like, fuck you, Santa, I quit. He goes over the Christmas town where they have like strip clubs and stuff. And so yeah. And this apparently like they started like in order for extra money, they started like letting humans come up there, and they just became like it's like Amsterdam. They have the red light district.
You know that name before? There actually is a Timmy the Toothbrush.
I know there is. It's a horrible show.
It's funny because years ago I told my friends that, and they thought I was BSing them. Like, are you trolling right now? Like,
Timmy in a giant toothbrush.
Because one of them thought I was talking about Thomas the Tank Engine. I'm like, no, this is Timmy's the Toothbrush.
Timmy the Toothbrush didn't last too long.
Yeah, it was kind of like a sure.
But dude, I never knew about what was it called? Tommy the Tank or Thomas the Engine over. Like that was actually like life size like trains, like built big trains of deal, and they would actually just they built a giant set with like 4 foot tall trains and stuff.
Yeah, with the faces on them and stuff.
Yeah, and they'd actually do remote control. They would drive them around and stuff, and they'd film it with the.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I remember some people felt there was a video on it saying how they thought they were creepy, kind of to some kids, because of the faces. I guess I don't know. I could kind of see that. I thought it was cool though.
I was disturbed. How do they get little trains? It's like
yeah, right.
Yeah,
I remember
there's a steam engine.
Yeah, there was a girl one and a few other his friends or whatever.
Yeah. When you start making humanoid things, and it's like
it's like humanoid mixed with machines, kind of
like you could really turn Thomas the Tank over into like a horror story. Like there were humans that were like basically Superman 3, I think it is, where the woman gets absorbed by the machinery.
Oh yeah, the computer or whatever.
Yeah, and you can do that. That's how they became trains.
Yeah,
trained humans.
Yeah, I remember that too. At the end of that, as a kid, seeing that, I was like,
dude,
it gave me horror vibes. Like it
dude,
eyes like white or whatever, or like silver. Or like what the
hell? I always kept thinking the main bad guy that was actually the Vince Vaughn from the Man. Or was it Vince? No, not Vaughn. What's it? Michael Vaughn? I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, that guy's been around. I mean, the guy to replace Lex, right? Is the main bad guy.
No.
Oh, you're talking about somebody else.
I'm talking about Superman 3.
Yeah.
Lex Luthor wasn't in it.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. The guy that replaced
Yeah.
Lex was like the main bad guy. He had he's like a famous actor. I can't remember his name.
Yeah, I used to get him confused. Yeah, but I don't think it's. Is that Michael Vaughn? Is that the name of? I'm thinking of the actor. Or is that a? Or am I just putting two names wrong? But Tugboat Show. I don't know any about Tugboat Show unless you're watching with WWF with Tugboat. Thanks for the compliment, Desirose. Glad you enjoyed. What else we got here on the chat here?
Yeah, Robert Bourne. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's his name. Yeah.
Try Gugun.
Yeah.
What else we got here too?
Do you remember the name of the actor who played Perry White?
Do not know. It wasn't really on my top the note list. Unless we're talking about Lawrence Fishburne.
No. I mean,
I know.
Those are Christopher Reeve Superman movies. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know any of those actors' names.
Yeah.
Other than the Lex Luthor, that's about it.
That's Jackie Cooper, right?
Cooper. Yeah.
He was actually, I think he might have been a child actor.
Dude, I was
a long time ago.
I was watching part of the Honeymooners 1976 special. The part where the mom comes upstairs to the apartment, and then those two just go back and they just go back and forth. That was hilarious. I could not stop laughing. Brain, have you seen that?
I have not.
Oh, it's look it up. The Honeymooners 1976 special, and it is just hilarious. And she kept telling like his wife, it's like, well, you're telling your sister, her husband does this, it's like, and she's like 3 flights of stairs. Oh, it's like and he's like, she's like, I'm so tired of going. He's like, and he goes over there to the mother, and he's like, well, you looking for something to ride? Here, have this, and he hands her the broom. But she is insufferable. I could not stand. I never watched the actual show, but just watching like that 4-minute clip they had was just hilarious. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love the Honeymooners.
And that's Jackie Gleason, right? The Honeymooners.
The
same guy from Smokey and the Bandit.
Yeah.
So I never
Jackie Gleason and Art Carney.
Yeah, I've never seen that show. I've only ever seen him in Smokey and the Bandit.
Obviously, that's what the Flintstones were based on.
Well,
yeah.
You saw him in the what do you call it? The movie where he plays Minnesota Fats. I can't remember the name of the movie. The Hustler?
James Bond movie?
No, the one where he's the pool player.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, I'm talking about the Honeymooners. I've never watched the Honeymooners before.
Right. Yeah, I was saying you've seen him. No, he was in that movie. He was good in that.
Yeah, that's called the Hustler. Yeah, we reviewed that, but
yeah, Honeymooners are kind of fun. I read like years later on, which I can't remember which was inspired by the other. I don't know if the Honeymooners got the idea.
Money was inspired off the Hustler. It was a loosely sequel to it.
Oh yeah. I was actually referring to the Flintstones and the Honeymooners.
No, it was a straight up sequel. Yeah, Paul Newman was playing the same character, and Next Generation. It's one of the few sequels that was better than the original.
I don't know if it was the same character. I looked it up.
It was.
You guys ever see a movie called Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood? Good movie.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah.
Looked it up though. The Hustler.
Yeah, so I see Englundine a little under the weather, huh?
Yep.
It's a cool background. I like the snow.
Yeah.
The snowflakes.
Oh, I forgot that John Turturro was in the Color Money.
He's in a lot of stuff. Like he's in Transformers, right?
I think Transformers relaunched his career.
Yeah, I felt like he came back like after that.
Because me personally, I don't remember watching any movies before that.
She
You know
was
who
in
his son,
something.
you know who his son is, right?
No, who's the son?
His son's Adriana Totoro, the DC editor, the trans DC editor.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, because I was wondering who that person was. I'm like, I saw a photo. I was like, that's gotta be a dude. And I looked it up, like, oh my, and I was like, oh, it's actually someone who actually has a famous actor.
I know what's her face.
father.
Son is also trans, Jamie Lee Curtis. I mean, I don't think. Yeah, I don't think she's an actor or anything, but she's always talking about it.
Do you know whose other sons are? All three of her sons are trans. Megan
All
Fox. Yes.
Michael, she died earlier this year at 99.
Which one? The one that played Alice?
Chris Randolph. Yeah, she's the last surviving honeymoon cast member.
Oh, she did. The one that played Alice. Wow.
Okay, because there's Alice, and who was the other girl?
I don't remember. So I don't know that I've ever seen an episode of The Honeymooners.
Yeah, I've heard of it, but I've only ever seen like cartoon versions of it, where people make fun of it. You know.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a classic. I mean, if you're into the old, I personally prefer Honeymooners over. I Love Lucy. I mean, I Love Lucy is funny. I just, something about Lucy that kind of.
There was a 2005 remake of it, of The Honeymooners, but they just race swapped them in all black. What the hell?
Yeah, and there was like a special they did, kind of like honoring the Honeymooners, where the guy who plays Robert and Everybody Loves Raymond, he played Jackie Reason's character.
Alice was played by Audrey Meadows.
Yeah. Oh, okay, Audrey Meadows. Trixie was the other one.
Yeah, Trixie. I don't know why I was thinking Betty.
By Joyce Randolph, who I think did pass away earlier this year.
In January this year.
Yeah.
At 99.
Wow.
So everyone on that show passed away now, right?
Wow, Trixie was a lot gooder looking than Audrey, or Alice's character.
Yeah, I remember reading somewhere Alice's character, since you got the picture there. Either she was based off of Wilma Flintstone or vice versa. You could probably see the
Flintstones was after the Honeymooners, right? Brain, pretty sure.
Yeah, by a decade.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess because I remember if you look into it, they're saying that they took some inspiration from some of the, at least cosmetically, maybe not the way they act, but.
Jane Meadows with their sister. Wow. I'm trying to see what else, because her sister was also basically a leading lady too as well by that time. Huh.
Yeah, see Jackson. Yeah, Jackson is. He knows.
Trixie. Oh yeah. Of course, you copied a lot from the Honeymooners. It made sense. Honeymooners was like the first. I mean, well, Honeymooners was what year was that?
Actually, the Flintstones were only about 6 years after the Honeymooners.
Yeah, 1955 is when the Honeymooners started. So I'm trying to think is when like the whole I Love Lucy. When was that? Same time?
That started earlier, I believe.
Yeah, because Honeymooners was only on for one season, apparently.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I thought it was.
Yeah, which I wonder how many episodes it was though.
39.
Wow. I wonder why they just canceled it. It has an 8.6 rating on the 10.
I don't know if it was low ratings or something else. But...
Because anybody who talks about it says they loved it. He was also doing the Jackie Gleason show during the same time as well.
Yeah, I Love Lucy started in 51.
So I wonder if he got kicked off because I Love Lucy was so much popular.
No.
And then he had the George Burns show. That was probably on, who knows?
Yeah. I love how you could always find something like on YouTube, somebody explaining the history of why shows got canceled or this and that or whatever.
You mean like here on this channel, we explain why things got canceled?
yeah, kind of, I guess.
Right.
Like you and Rob in the show, you guys explain sometimes dive deep into like the history of the maybe.
We try to, but then I go try to keep it like non-political.
Oh yeah.
So speculation.
Sure.
Oh, could be wrong, but I don't think Jackie wanted to do it anymore. That could be why. Yeah, I mean, maybe he was bored of the character. But then he just did the same character for how many seasons with the Flintstones?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think I'm not sure if it's every New Year or every 4th of July, but they always have like a marathon. I think it's every New Year.
But Jackie Gleason wasn't Fred Flintstone.
Who was Fred Flintstone then? Because he
Alan Reed.
Alan Reed. Because they had the same mannerisms and stuff. It kind of sounds.
It was based on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. I always thought that Jackie Gleason was him.
I wonder what the Jetsons were based off of, or if they were just more original. Maybe I don't know,
but I noticed that when we were doing our readings tonight, that Shaggy kind of looks like George Jetson. Similar face structure and stuff. I'm kind of wondering if like Shaggy was based off one of those characters. I mean, well, actually, no. The Jetsons were after Shaggy. After now I think about it, Scooby-Doo was like one of the first ones they had. Then they brought in the Jetsons,
Yeah, that's interesting with the Hanna-Barbera bros.
We just missing Mr. Skin. What? I don't want to know what scenes Jackie Gleason was naked in. Only he can tell you that. Yeah, in the 1950s. I'm curious. I want to look up 1950s TV show. What was actually on?
Hey, so Beckman, I have a question for you. So, what movie was John Lithgow in with a Sasquatch?
30. Well, Sasquatch.
Yeah. It's like the whole premise of the movie was a Bigfoot. Also, yeah.
Are you talking about the Harry Henderson's reboot?
Yeah. Wait, there was a reboot. I was talking about the original.
It was a TV show first, and he wasn't in it.
Oh, I thought the TV show came after the movie.
No, the TV show was before.
Oh, okay. Oh, interesting.
What was on top rated shows 1955, 1956 when was Disneyland ABC. You had the Ed Sullivan Show, I Love Lucy, the $64,000 Question on CBS, Jack Benny Show, You Bet Your Life, December Bride, which was on CBS, and then you had Dragnet. So I wonder if it got canceled for the low ratings.
From what I just read, they couldn't recapture. They'd been doing this kind of stuff for years in sketch comedy, and after 1 year, they basically felt like they'd exhausted the material because it was originally scheduled to go for 2 more seasons. They just made a group decision to go ahead and end it.
At the end of the show, does he send Alice to the moon? One of these days, I tell you. One of these days. But yeah, they had I think it was 1976 Winners. I wonder if it's available on YouTube to watch. Because I just came across it randomly on Instagram. Somebody uploaded 4 minutes in. I was like, oh, it's kind of cool.
I was right. The Harry Henderson Show, yes, it was based on the movie, the 87 movie. I thought it came after because I was like early 90s.
I didn't watch the movie until later on, so I mean,
okay, because the movie was 87. I knew it was in the 80s, and then like remember the show in the early 90s around that time.
I had to tell you the truth, I didn't know there even was a movie. I watched TV series, and that was it.
Oh, okay, so you never saw the movie then?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
I don't desire because it wasn't the same people.
Oh, okay. I mean I thought it was pretty enjoyable. I don't know if Eric's ever seen it or not, but yeah.
Honeymooners TV special 1976. On Cramden's 25th wedding anniversary, Ralph plans to remarry Alice in a special ceremony at the Raccoon Lodge. However, the festivities become overshadowed when Ralph believes Alice is pregnant, and old pal Norton begins to teach him how to take care of a baby. It's on YouTube. It's 50 minutes long. Oh. And you can tell they're on a Broadway stage because it all takes place in one room. So
that's pretty much how the show was. I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Hmm.
Ironically, I'm looking at 50s and 60s TV shows on YouTube to make a playlist for a coworker. Nice. Sci-Fi Channel Social, The Twilight Zone on New Year's Day. I did not even know they aired it at all. I thought that was like a 90s thing, and then after that, by 2000s, they just scrapped everything and just started putting out these weird, crappy sci-fi movies that nobody watches. The Chupacabra. I don't know anybody who's like, oh yeah, I want to go watch the Chupacabra on Sci-Fi Channel. Like, there's nothing on there. Like, sci-fi is so not even sci-fi anymore that they actually are putting the new season of Resident Alien is going to be over on USA Network. It's not even going to be on the Sci-Fi Channel where it belongs. With, it's an alien show about alien. Alan Tudyk, but you're going to put it on USA, and I think that's going to be the nail and the final nail in the coffin for that show. I don't see it returning after that because I don't know anybody who watches USA. Maybe the WE people. That's about it. But,
I saw some people saying, "Well, why did they cancel Chucky and they're messing around with Resident Alien, but they have that vampire show that nobody likes."
Oh my gosh, Ned or whatever.
Yeah, Reginald the Vampire.
Reginald the Vampire, the actor who played Ned, who was the most annoying
I don't know
character.
anyone that watches that. Like everyone else, like, what's that? Or like that show.
The show that was better than that in the original was the Day of the Dead show they had.
I was curious about that.
Show.
I heard it got canned. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it can, but like it was awesome.
It was good.
Yeah, they're like the zombies start attacking a small town, and everybody holds up in the hardware store. And then
I've never seen the trail for that. They made such a big deal about it, and then I was like, it just disappeared. I was like, what happened with it? Then I heard about it.
It went for like 13 episodes or something like that, and just that was it.
Yeah. But what series would you say is better, that or the Bruce Campbell Evil Dead series? Oh, you're a Campbell fan, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, if you're gonna watch Ash vs. the Evil Dead, watch the first 2 seasons, then quit.
Oh, the last one sucks or something?
The last one, well, the main guy, Robert Tappert, the guy who was writing it, who brought the comedy and all that stuff, but made it good, quit the show because.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, he wanted to go a certain direction, and they said no, and that's what killed the show. A lot of fans were pissed. That's why, low ratings. No one watched it anymore. It was on Stars, and apparently Bruce Campbell said that the ratings were dropping. He asked people, please not the pirate, and people are, and that's the thing. He's like, you tell people not to pirate, they pirate more, But but I don't think you couldn't even blame it on people pirating stuff. I just think that nobody wanted to go buy Stars. It was the worst show to put. Don't put on the Stars.
Yeah, Stars. They also. I'm not sure about now. They probably still charge, but they were like one of the few networks that's like they like always charge like a decent amount, and a lot of people like turn it off by that. This is something I read about.
It would have been better, putting it on Netflix. Honestly, I think more people have Netflix. I know people bitch about how Netflix sucks. Those usually the people are bitching. The people who actually have Netflix. They still buy it though. They still have it like monthly. They don't drop it. I've noticed it too. A lot of people complain about stuff that they, but they still continue to watch stuff on there because that's where it is. Stars. I don't know anybody who's like, "Hey, bro, you want to go watch Stars?" I'm like, "Who the fuck has Stars?" This isn't the '90s. We have like HBO and all stuff was like the alternative channels. Like, everything's streaming platform now.
Yeah, literally everything. Even sports and news are on streaming platforms. They got like a section for them. All those aspects. The Chinese game show that's started season 2 recently, which I can't
Games, which I heard is starting as a transgender.
Oh, Korean. Is it? Oh,
there's a transgender person on that show now.
You're probably gonna start. You're probably gonna.
And is it a Chinese show or is it South Korean? I can't remember.
It's probably Korean, actually. Yeah, I'm probably mistaken.
They do not do transgenderism in South Korea. It's majorly frowned upon, especially China. That too. But I was shocked. I was like, really? You're gonna do that?
The only thing I saw is that the actor who played Storm Shadow in the G.I. Joe movies is on. Yeah, that's the only thing that I saw of the new.
He's probably the one that's playing a chick. But although Netflix did have All of Us Are Dead. No. Sorry, right. Alice in Borderland, which was the Korean show, had a transgender person on it, but it was actually a girl pretending to be transgender.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was it.
You said
But,
that's. Oh,
Go ahead.
Yeah. What was that? What show are you talking about now? Which one? You're
Alice in Borderland is the one I just brought up.
Oh, Borderland. Okay.
But Squid Games is the one that has the new one has actual a guy pretend to be transgender, and people are freaking out. It's like, oh, Netflix woke up the series now, so now you can't watch it. Blah blah blah. Don't watch this, dude. I don't tell people what to watch. That's the channels are like, don't watch this. This show's woke, or this book's woke. Don't do that. It's like, I'm like, at this point, let's do what you want to do. If you want to watch that stuff, sure. Like, my thing is like, don't go online and complain about you saw something, you watched and you spent your money on it, and just but then you make a grift out of it where you just keeps doing it every video is like, oh, I watched this sucked. Well, why did you watch it then? Like, I people who do like the worst books of the year, it's like, who is reading all these books that are supposedly bad?
Yeah.
I that's why I said when we do the Gabbies, like when here on the Jazz Channel a couple of years back, I don't know what the bad books are. The books I buy are I follow the writers, and that's what I started doing. I started following specific writers that I liked and artists, and I just read the books that I like. I don't go out my way and like, you know what? I'm gonna go try that new Tom King book because he screwed me over multiple times. Maybe it'll be good this time. And then I'm like, oh, I'm out $10 now because I spent money on a book that I know is gonna suck. I don't do that. I also don't pirate books, so so I literally will not. I will really go after the books that I'm with my money that I know are going to be in my wheelhouse that I like.
I think if a show like makes changes and it's obviously like doing some like prep and it's a lot of people are tired of that at this point, but at the same time then you got like the black pill channels that just hate everything no matter what. You know what I mean? It's like,
with good reason. There are shows out there that were bad. The Witcher being a part of it went horrible because they decided to add things that were not even in the books. And Cavill left, and then that show got canceled. As far as I know, I don't think it's come back.
Yeah, I think what's his face? Chris Hemsworth's brother played until one.
Liam Hemsworth was supposed to take over and do something. I didn't watch the last half because they split up the last season for Cavill's character Geralt in 2 parts. I watched the first part and I didn't even watch the second part. I forgot all about it. Like, but I mean, like you said, like you don't change actors in a show, a main actor. The only time they ever did that was in Spartacus because the main guy, Andrew or whatever, something got cancer and died. So they decided, and he said, and he basically before he died, he said like, continue the show, get somebody else, And the guy they got looked just like his character's best friend in there. So it's weird. Like the new Spartacus looks like a guy who was there before and died. It's like they did. It's like a Doctor Who thing, like where Peter Capaldi played 2 characters in Doctor Who, and all of a sudden he's a doctor now. It just was weird. But I don't like that. It's like the middle of changing. It's like same thing with a real Ghostbusters, which it's a little more acceptable because the fact it's just a voice. So, but because you're doing voice acting, but like physical, it's like I didn't care for that. And Ruby, and here's the thing with Batwoman. But Batwoman if it actually was a really good show, and say it wasn't all woke or just bad writing like it was. You get rid of Ruby Rose and you bring in somebody else who looks nothing like her and say, she has a new face, through cosmetic surgery.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
That was dumb.
Yeah. And then she just left altogether or whatever with the character, and then they brought back that other Brian character that was just
Ryan. They had they had replaced with the other character who was.
Now we got a minority female who's also gay. So.
Yeah.
You were talking about the old new face. Yeah, the character gets injured and has to get plastic surgery.
Yeah, and they bring a new character.
One of the soaps, One Life to Live. The one of the main heartthrob guys left the show. So, of course, he was in a terrible car accident and had to have his face reconstructed. And so a different actor was playing it for a couple of years. Well, the original actor decided he wanted to come back. So they immediately fired the guy that they replaced him. And so the first episode, he came back with his old face. He just looked at the camera and winked. That's how they addressed it.
I remember another character from that show from way back. When I would come home from school, I would watch like that last half hour, waiting for my cartoons. I think the character's name was he was on The Flash. His name was Roger Howarth. Played a character named Todd Manning, I think. And he had like a messed up scar on his face.
Yeah.
And then somehow it got like I don't know if he had surgery or he left for a while and came back and it was like his face was perfect or whatever. It's like like I just remember something with that. Where,
That's right. He got bumped off by the Reverse Flash in the first season.
yeah.
He was Iris's editor.
Editor, right? Yeah, he got his hand put through his chest.
Yeah, that guy ended up being on General Hospital playing like 3 different roles.
Yeah, didn't he play the character that James Franco played or something? Yeah.
James Franco.
Yeah, he did an arc on General Hospital,
Really?
playing an artist / serial killer.
Yeah.
And then
That's
when
funny.
obviously he wasn't going to come back, but they brought the character back, and the guy that we're talking about, took over the role.
Yeah, and then he changed his character totally. You notice that too when they bring different actors, they change the character a lot of times. Sometimes like they turn good or bad or whatever. Sometimes they like to do that.
Yeah,
That's what happened.
they completely redeemed him, and he got bumped off, and then he came back playing somebody else, but that character just didn't take, so they killed him off too.
Yeah. And then they do the same thing with that other character. It was a cop with a gravelly voice from I think I don't know if it was one like I think it was.
I know who you're talking about. Michael Easton's the actor.
Yeah. They played
He played 3 or 4 people on, and he played a vampire on the Port Charles spinoff.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember seeing the commercials. Like you see him with the bags in his mouth. I'm like, how many guys did this guy put in the city? Or
He had what in his mouth?
Fangs.
Fangs.
Oh, okay. I thought I heard something else.
Huh?
I was like, I'm like, just say cigarettes, bro.
Oh, no.
Yeah, he
like what?
they finally wrote off his last character, so at least he didn't die this time.
Yeah, he left, right? He just bounced pretty much.
I think they fired him.
Oh, okay, yeah. I wonder if Roger Howarth would come back at some point, or if he's just done.
They'd probably run out of things for him to play.
I'm trying to remember.
And soaps have no money anymore.
Yeah, there's so many. Now it's like what, 2 or 3, and that's it.
I mean, General Hospital used to literally film everywhere around the world. Now their studio is. I mean, if they have to go to 2 different houses, they just arrange the the porch furniture. I mean, they are whatever comes before a shoestring budget.
So did you hear about this? Samuel Jackson wants to do a sequel to The Long Kiss Goodbye. Apparently,
No, man.
I don't know how that worked, but and also I guess they're talking about trying to reboot The Labyrinth.
What's the point without David Bowie?
Right.
I mean, I guess that reboots are 2 totally different.
But that's the director of the Nosferatu movie. He apparently wants to reboot it. I'm like, yeah, make it more woke, right? Yeah.
I remember they filmed some soap operas here in New York City. My mom saw somebody walk across. My father was driving a car and he sneezed on the hood of the car. It was some guy she recognized from Brooklyn. Apparently they used to film at a Brooklyn studio, but I don't know which soap operas she saw. I can't remember the name.
My mom used to watch those like in the early 60s. And she said she was watching one called The Edge of Night. And one of the characters was supposed to shoot the other. And his prop gun didn't work, so he just said bang.
Huh. That's funny. Yeah, it's amazing how many. I remember how many. I don't remember the exact amount, but there were like at least 10 different soap operas.
There's about. I think there was 13 at one point.
Okay, 13. Yeah, something. Now there's like 3.
Boys Yeah, they're ending the boys. I think it's season 5. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 3 on network television, and Days of Our Lives airs on NBC.com still.
Yeah, speaking of online thing, they tried that for a while, right? About, what was it, 10, 15 years ago with One Life to Live and All My Children? They did that online thing, and then they were cursing a little bit, and then it just disappeared. I know.
Because Michael Easton, Roger Howarth, and some girl that played his daughter Star, all defected to General Hospital.
Yeah, I remember
and when they started the online shows, they sued for the rights to those characters, so they just wrote new characters for all 3 of them.
Oh, I did not know about that. I knew they went to General Hospital, and that they were kind of doing, the whole different movie.
Yep. So Todd Manning,
Star
Star and John McBain were the characters that just disappeared, and they became Franco, Silas, and Kiki.
Oh man, I gotta wait till March just to watch Botched Legacy season 3. Man, I thought that was coming out like end of this year.
I think it isn't Reacher coming out in March also.
Probably, wouldn't be surprised. The other one, Terminal List, I think is supposed to be coming back too as well. That's the Chris Pratt one. Actually, Reacher season 3 is February 20th.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, my father keeps asking me when Stranger Things season 5 is. I'm like, I totally forgot about that. I think that's got to be next year, right? The last season for that series.
No, Stranger Things already ended. I don't think it's getting a new season.
Oh, it ended already?
Yeah.
All right. I got to tell him just to check it out. He's been watching.
It's on Netflix. They did. I think it's finally over. Should be.
How'd they explain that they were all adults? Did they time jump also, or
what?
Well, I mean, the girl that played 11 was a little kid when it started. She was a grown up when it ended.
Yeah, well, yeah, she was teenagers when they ended. Yeah. So.
I was wondering how they explained that. It was by the time they finished, because it was set in like 1983. Was it 1990 when it ended on the show, or?
Have to look. I'm not true. That's like a Zach question. He's really into
because I don't know. I mean, that show has been around so long that my mom watched some of the first season, and she's been gone for 8 years, and they just finished it.
Have you seen the Terminal List with Chris Pratt?
I know of it, but I've never seen it.
And it has the dude that played the original Gambit in the Wolverine Origins.
Oh, yeah. I don't know if my father saw it. I think he told me that's a good show. It's a show.
So the new season 2, is going to be a prequel to the first season, which really is confusing. Christopher Cross had a good song about Laura.
I'm going to address that. I was watching General Hospital at the time. I've never been more sick of a song in my life. Oh, God.
My mom would talk about that guy. Laura's husband, what was his name? Larry? The curly hair? Not
Luke.
Luke, yeah. All right, I knew something with no. Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, I read something because I subscribe to TV Guide, and I just browsed through them. They offered me like a 50% off. So I said, screw it. I used to get them when I was a kid, read through them, and they have a section of strictly about soaps and like characters coming back from all kinds of shows. And apparently their son is returning. Well, I don't know if he's currently returning.
He came back. He was
Lucky, right?
He was on a show called Nashville that was on for about 5 years.
Yeah, I've heard of it. Yeah, I never saw it though. I'm not sure what's about.
Had a lot of hot country chicks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's interesting how a lot of actors come back. That other guy returned too. I remember from oh man, what the hell? He was on All My Children. I think he hooked up with Susan Lucci's character. I think his name is Brian, maybe. I don't know, but I can't remember the actor's name. But apparently he's on General Hospital. He's kind of got like
He was on.
Skinny guy. Yeah.
Yeah, on All My Children, he was Jackson Montgomery, and he did about 5 episodes of General Hospital, but he didn't stick around. But the guy that played Tad on All My Children, he's a semi-regular on General Hospital now, and his hair is 100% white.
Yeah. Well, yeah, those two I know what you're talking about. But the other guy I'm talking about, he was a younger guy who hooked up with Susan Lucci's character.
Well, Jackson was one of Erica's
can't...
million husbands.
Yeah. I know that character.
Did you hear about apparently the rights to Superman and Batman expire in 2032, 2044?
Yeah, they'll become public domain, right?
Well,
Unless they renew it.
The first couple of years do.
So I wonder, as far as who's gonna start making movies with those characters on.
I doubt if anybody will.
Do you think
you might see
DC
you might see somebody like do something comics related, but even then you're so limited by what you can do.
Right.
Because those copyright laws are, really complex.
Soap opera people never die. They're just recycled. Baby Come to Me by Patty Austin.
Yeah, Eric, the name of the actor, I found his name. His name is Cameron Matheson.
Oh, yeah, he's Drew.
Yeah.
He replaced the actor. They fired the guy that played Drew, and then that guy died in real life. Apparently he had drug problems.
Oh wow.
But yeah, and so he was on All My Children. He was like the pure as the driven snow.
Yeah,
and they're turning him into a shitheel on General Hospital.
Like a polar opposite.
I did not know that Dark Shadows was actually considered a soap opera.
Oh yeah,
did not.
Yeah, the first year or two, it was a ghost story, and it was floundering. It was about to be canceled. If they hadn't come up with the Barnabas Collins character, it wouldn't have made it.
They got Riverdale listed as a soap opera too.
I guess that could be considered a prime time. Wasn't that other show considered a 90210? I think.
Yep. Yeah.
But I mean, but Dark Shadows was legitimately Monday through Friday. I mean, it was a straight daytime soap, and then they ended up getting. Once they brought in Jonathan Frid, it lasted for several more years and became somewhat of a cult phenomenon.
Yeah, I remember those other two too. There was Passions and Around the World or something.
Dynasty.
Or something with the
world. Days of Our Lives. They got Miller's Place on there too as well. It's weird. According to Google. Grey's Anatomy.
Well, if you look at nighttime soaps, Dallas, Dynasty, Falcon Crest, all those were considered.
Bold and the Beautiful.
That's one of the 3 that's still on.
Yep. Desperate Housewives was a newer one. Attempted soap opera. Yes.
I don't know that I would call that a soap as much.
Knots Landing.
Yeah, Knots.
Real life drama type of. I still can't believe Jersey Shore was as big as it was, because that's right next to where I am. I'm like, what was I just trying to figure out the big deal? Every girl where I lived at the time wanted to be Snooki. They get the fake tans, walk around with the sunglasses, the Gucci bags. I'm like, really?
I'm sorry, Snooki or Snoopy, whatever they go, was stupid.
She now the other one, was it Jenny or whatever her name was?
J-Lo or something.
She was at least white trash hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, J-Wow.
J-Wow, yeah.
One of the guys was from Staten Island on that show, but I can't remember which one. I don't know what happened. I think he married J-Wow or something. I don't know.
MGF? Sorry, he's from Long Island.
I know 2 other people from where I am that famous. Well, the Wu-Tang, I'm sure you heard of them. And
a rap group based off of martial arts stuff.
Yeah, and Pete Davidson, unfortunately. He's so funny. I'm like, this dude's not funny.
What is with it? Does Pete Davidson got blackmail on all these women?
No, he's got John Holmes size. You know what?
Oh yeah.
There's no other explanation. Michael, It was Ted Shackelford's the actor. His brother's name was Gary. And the original main lead on that show just died. Don Murray.
Wow.
He was in his 90s, and he was replaced by the guy from. He left, and he was replaced by the guy from Kojak, Kevin Dobson.
I never watched Soap. That was on 4 seasons.
You ever seen Soap?
Oh,
No.
so
Holy God, it's hysterical.
It's on. It's got all 4 seasons are on Tubi right now.
Oh, it's start tonight. Trust me, you won't be sorry.
yeah, it's a great show.
It's 40 years old and it holds up. It's absolutely hysterical.
I wonder if a show like that would fly now. You know,
Oh God, no.
So Dallas came back. Has that been? Oh wow, has it been that long since the reboot? Dallas came back in 2012, went for 3 seasons, and then it went off the air again.
Yeah, I thought it came back a little sooner than that because I think Larry Hagman died in 2012, didn't he? He came back.
Nashville was the other one I was trying to think of.
Yeah, Nashville. That's the one that was Connie Britton,
Ada
the star of that,
Panettiere.
and a guy, what's his name? Crap, the kid from General Hospital. I can't remember the actor's name.
Yeah. That was a Hayden Panettiere or girl from Heroes. Wasn't that?
Yeah.
Edgemont. Another
What
teen
is
drama.
that kid's name?
oh, you talking about Lucky?
Yeah, I'm just having a brain cramp. I know his name, but
Sebastian Shaw. Bucky.
Jonathan Jackson.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
Barkley. Okay, Barkley. Yeah.
Yeah, Jonathan Jackson. Oh, also, Soap. Was there a spinoff called Benson or something?
Yeah. Oh, Benson. Well, Benson.
MK, how do you know all these things? That's what I want to know. Brain, I accept that he watches soap operas.
Benson, as the Tate's butler, was one of the funniest characters in television history. The spinoff was okay, but yeah, you know Billy Crystal is right, Magman.
Billy Crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a guy that carries a crystal around with him all the time.
He sounds really old. Like I should know who it is. I'm just kidding. No, he's from Massachusetts.
He played the Campbell's young gay son, although he got 2 women pregnant in the 4 years. But and he was going to get sex change.
Oh no!
And he was sharing a hospital room with this old man played by Harold Gould, who kept calling him a fegulate.
This old man.
As I said, the guy that played Spencer for Hire was Peter the tennis pro, and he got knocked off in the first season. That was the first big mystery. And the big-chested grandmother from Who's the Boss? She was Mrs. Tate.
Oh yeah, she was also on Everybody Loves Raymond later on too. She was.
I said that is. It's not my favorite sitcom of all time, but I think it is the funniest.
What's your favorite? Do you have a favorite?
Cheers.
Cheers. Okay. What about you? Like Frasier? Frasier's pretty good too, but different type.
Yeah, I never watched a lot of Frasier's. I liked all the ones I saw, but I never got. I haven't watched comedies on the regular probably since the early 90s.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I feel like they were different, in the 70s, 80s, and 90s compared to now. I don't know. Just something different about them. I mean, aside from the obvious reasons, the shows don't do now. But, yeah, I like, what was it? You ever watch, were you ever into Seinfeld at all? I know it's just
No.
Okay, yeah, I know Seinfeld's either like hit or miss with most people, which is understandable.
I just, it was...
It's like random,
that style just never clicked with me. So I mean, I've never watched Curb Your Enthusiasm or.
Were you a Friends guy?
I watched Seinfeld and Friends, and like my 3 shows in the 90s watching. And I was like with my, because I was live action stuff. I watched a lot of cartoons, but like It was either the Conan O'Brien show. I'd stay up late to watch that. I had to school at 6 a.m.
Oh yeah.
But I'd stay up and watch that. But I'd also watch, I'd watch Frasier. Be on sometimes, and the dad made me laugh. That was
the old man, right? With
the old man, and then he had his dog.
Yeah. He was funny.
Oh, that show was brilliantly done. I mean, every character was great on that. But
I'd watch Cheers every once in a while too, with Woody Harrelson, and then I swear it bounced around with reruns because I like all of a sudden it's like Ali Sheedy. And next thing you know, it's like not Ali Sheedy or whoever it is. It's supposed next thing it's Christy Alley.
Yeah,
it's
like Shelley Long.
Sorry, Long. But like I said, they kept bouncing back, so I had no idea what season I was watching. It just happened to be on TV.
Well, the first 3 seasons I thought were hysterical. They had an old Greek actor playing the other bartender named Coach, but the actor died between the 3rd and 4th seasons. That's why they brought in Woody Harrelson. And Kelsey Grammer came on to do a couple episodes as Diane's new boyfriend in season 3, but he became so popular that he went from just a couple of weeks, he was supposed to be in a couple episodes, to the longest running sitcom character in television history. But it was never supposed to be that because he was just supposed to be a guest arc. And they ended up bringing in, a girlfriend for him that he ended up marrying, and of course they divorced before the spinoff. But it was.
Yeah, I don't understand that when they gave like these popular shows spinoffs, and then the spinoffs just die, like MASH getting that spinoff.
Well, it depends on what they with Frasier. They waited until after Cheers. They created a new vehicle to keep his character going. When you do spinoffs while the show's going, sometimes it dilutes from the original, and the magic isn't there because you realize those characters might have needed the characters that they were surrounded with from the beginning.
Yeah, Dexter's got it the 3rd time now that they brought back Dexter.
Yeah, nice.
I never got into the first time, so
the season with John Lithgow, people say, is one of the best seasons in television history. I didn't find it until like the last 2 seasons when it was pretty much on
John Lithgow's a freaking fantastic just actor. And the old man. I don't care for Jeff Bridges much. It's John Lithgow's acting in the old man.
Yeah, in the season that he's on, he kills Dexter's wife. He's called the Trinity Killer, and it's like I said. I heard it's unreal. So it's.
I haven't seen Dexter. I heard it's a good show. Was it worth watching? I saw like one episode.
From what I said it lasted 8 years. I heard the first 6 were supposedly very, very good. I saw season 7 and 8.
He's like what
they did a spinoff.
Is he a forensic analyst or what is he? A morgue? It's the morgue or something.
I think it's some kind of forensics guy, but he has a calling to kill people that get away with murder.
So he's not like a psychopathic, like I kill for evil.
Well, technically yes, but he's very methodical, and he talks to his late father all the time. Who was played by James Remar.
Really?
Remar,
yeah. So those are the voices in his head.
They counsel him. They talk to him.
Yeah, so but it. Yeah, but I said I should probably go back and watch the early seasons, but no, there's so much out there that I haven't seen yet.
Yeah, that's James Remar. That's
Oh yeah, Joey. That was the other one. The Friends spinoff. Wow, that was bad.
That's
but then there's people who don't like Friends. Like I watch Friends not all the time, but I like Chandler. I identify a lot with the Chandler actor.
Have you guys ever checked out show 2.5 Men?
Yeah.
Little fat kid.
Charlie Sheen seasons were the best.
Yeah, it's it has its moments, but it's definitely on the lower brow end of the
What was the other one? He did Anger Management, which is right after that.
Yeah.
That was good too.
I kind of liked Anger Management.
Yeah.
There was a movie with the same title. I think it had Robert De Niro in it.
No, it wasn't Robert De Niro.
Jack Nicholson. I think.
Jack Nicholson.
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Jack Nicholson wanted to.
No, but Charlie Sheen he's going to anger management therapy, classes, and he ends up meeting a girl there. And I'm trying to remember who the chick was. Was it Selma Blair?
She was in it, yeah.
Yeah, and then like the show got canceled. I don't know because of her medical condition, or is it because they didn't work together in a while. But
wasn't there a show canceled because they didn't like his politics? Was it Last Man Standing? I want to say.
Well, okay, Last Man Standing wasn't. I don't think it's because of his politics. It wasn't ABC, but then Fox decided to pick it up. Then he moved it to Fox, and Tim Allen was talking about bringing back Home Improvement.
Really, that would be interesting.
And they asked about it. The one girl who played Jill, does not want to reprise her role.
And
so everyone's like, just write her out being dead. They did it to Roseanne right after this person.
You talking about Home Improvement?
Home Improvement.
Jill was the wife, wasn't it?
Yeah, Jill.
Well, apparently it didn't happen because you saw where he's got a new sitcom with the chick from Two Broke Whores.
Oh,
and Stifler.
You talking about Kat Dennings?
Yeah, Kat Dennings. Yeah, the one with the big chest. Yeah,
eyes.
Yeah,
big eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, Stifler's in it. I didn't know that. That's funny.
Wow.
He doesn't age.
I know
it's crazy seeing him as Stifler, and then you saw him as was the Goon in the remake. He did a reboot of the Goon. I guess that was remake of Slapshot, or was that supposed to be a reboot, or just? I thought it was a remake or something. But then you saw him, and then I never saw him in. He did a. What was that one he did? It was like a martial art one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Oh, Bulletproof Monk. Never seen it at all, but it's just like
Yeah, he's always in like comedies for sure.
You know what my favorite movie is though?
Except for Final Destination.
My favorite movie with him is The Rundown with The Rock.
Yeah, that was fun in that one. The first two things I saw him in way back were American Pie and Final Destination, and then everything else.
Oh, you didn't watch him in Evolution?
I saw Evolution, but I don't remember. I used to confuse Evolution with Paul for some reason.
No, Paul was a Little Aliens.
Yeah, I know, but I felt like it had like a similar, comedy problem.
Evolution is more like these aliens or creatures.
Yeah, they're trying to take over, and one of their friends was like actually,
Fox Mulder has along with Orlando Jones, who his career ended.
It ends at a Costco, right?
No, Costco. That was
Oh no!
Wasn't that the Watch?
Oh yeah, The Watch. You're right. Yeah, I'm talking. See, I confuse all three of those movies because they have like the same type of like sci-fi alien goof comedy premise. Like now I got to watch all three of those. Paul, The Watch, and Evolution.
Paul is Seth Rogen, where he plays the alien, the voices of the alien. And
Yeah. They're trying to help him, right?
Bill Hader, you have Jason Bateman, and all. Yeah, this.
Did you ever see the movie? What was it? I think it was made by the same guys who did Superbad. I think it was called Bad Boys or something. Like these three kids. So it was all right. It wasn't bad.
Bad Boys is
no, I'm sorry. Boys. Yeah, that's the black guys. So I'm talking good. I think it was called Good Boys or Good Guys, but it wasn't. They were actually bad kids.
Altar Boys.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of the movie now. Well, it was done by the same guys who did Superbad. So
with the kids.
Yeah, the kids.
Yeah, there was one with the little kids are doing stuff. I never saw it. It looks dumb, but
it wasn't as good as Superbad, but it was kind of funny at times. Movie Bad Kids.
Yeah, the Last Man Standing. Yeah,
Good Boys. That's it.
The oldest daughter decided to leave the show, or no, that's what it was. No, basically, she didn't leave. She didn't leave the show. What it was, the show got canceled or dropped by ABC. And when they went to with Fox, well, yeah, she was already in another show, so they decided to recast her with somebody else. That actor sucked in that role. Yeah, and then by the end of the season, the other daughter was replaced by a different actress.
The one daughter was played by Caitlin Devers.
Which I think is actually went on to do be Pete Davidson's girlfriend. No, I'm thinking no.
Which
what
one?
is-
She was in arguably the greatest season of any television show. The second season of Justified, the Mags Bennett season.
Oh yeah,
She
yeah.
was the little girl in that.
Really?
Yeah, that ended up being quite the badass. Yeah, that's where I knew her from.
Never saw that show, but I heard about it.
Justified?
Yeah,
Really?
It's phenomenal.
it's good. Is that like a cop show, like Homicide or?
No,
Yeah.
it's a totally different kind of show, but Justified and Homicide are both my all-time top.
It's a
5
non-procedural
if
show. Show about
Right.
state of Kentucky. Yeah, Harlan, Kentucky. A guy returns back. Timothy Elephant returns back to basically his home place, home state, and he's forced to, he's a U.S. Marshal deputy, and he runs into all the troublemakers that knew him as a child, and he's got his father is a con man, and he has a strained relationship with him. And his mom passed away. His dad got with this floozy, who's a gypsy, and just like him dealing with Bud Crowder and his family. Bud Crowder played by Walter Goggins, who's another phenomenal actor. It was a good show. We had one crime family after another crime family in this redneck town.
Yep,
with
the Crows, the Bennetts,
Yep.
the Crowders, and
Yeah.
I guess
then,
Steven Crowder was on
that
it.
wasn't enough. So the boys from Detroit came down.
Yep.
I cannot recommend that high enough. MK
for Justify. I gotta check out what streaming service that's on. I got pretty much all of them. Almost.
and I don't think a second of it was actually filmed in Kentucky.
Yeah.
I know. Timothy Oliphant didn't set foot in the state in the 6 years he was doing it.
It's
Oh.
funny.
There's also another show similar that was big for a while. One of my friends was obsessed with it. I think it was called Southland or Homeland or something.
Southland was the show that Commissioner Gordon was on when he was a young kid. He was a young cop. Ben McKenzie.
Oh yeah, the guy from Gotham.
The thing with Justified is the majority of it was set in Kentucky. There are only two things about that weren't accurate. Was they didn't have the right to use Kentucky merchandise, so none of the characters were ever running around in UK hats, because you can't swing a dead cat without hitting somebody wearing Kentucky shit in that state. And everybody's teeth were too pretty for considering all the meth that was
Oh wow.
So but other than that, it's like I said, it's just a great show.
Yeah, I never put the two together that the actress Caitlin Dever was in Justified. Is a Loretta McCready.
And I think she popped up a couple times in later seasons, but not just like one here, one there.
17 episodes, yeah. She was in there, but
Yeah, I'm just jotting that down. Justified.
But yeah, she kind of like after that she did a movie Booksmart and it's gone. But Hector Elizondo, he's been in a few things. He's on there.
What was that show that he was on for years? It was a cop show. Oh no, I can't remember. Was it
Hill Street Blues?
There was that
NYPD Blue.
I don't know why I'm thinking one of the CSIs for some reason. You're probably right though. Yeah, it's probably what you said. Hill Street Blues and stuff. I feel like there was another show that I remember my father used to watch a lot, and that he was on. But it's another cop show. Yeah, I could just Google him. I guess.
Grey's Anatomy.
So a lot of people are obsessed with that Yellowstone show.
Yeah, this guy wasn't on any. When I'm talking about Hector Elizondo, wasn't on any cop show.
Oh, it might have been a possibly not a cop show, maybe a hospital show.
He was in the West Wings. He also did a episode. He did like different shows. Yeah, he was just kind of like a character actor, popping up them things.
Yeah. I think he played a doctor in something I'm thinking of. Um,
He was in Grey's Anatomy.
But only a handful of episodes.
Yeah,
Chicago Hope. That's it. That's where I saw it.
yeah. Oh, okay, you get that.
Okay, he was
141 episodes.
that would be it.
Yeah, I used to watch that as a kid with my folks and ER. I remember them.
Whenever I'd see that guy pop up on Last Man Standing, I kept thinking like he reminded me of the guy from Beverly Hills Cop 3.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You guys ever watch either a show called 911 or Animal Patrol? By any
Nah.
chance? Oh, Animal Patrol is kind of funny. It's like a comedy. It's got something McNeil.
Joel McHale.
Joe McHale. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah. The original they replaced the middle child and the eldest child in Last Man Standing. Both those actresses were left, weren't in the show anymore. Alexandra Kronze was the main Kristen, and I think her career kind of ended after that show. Let's see what she's in. She was on Psych for an episode. Yeah, she hasn't done anything. She's been barely acting at all.
I remember this. Saw this funny clip. I don't know if either of you guys ever saw a movie called Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone about arm wrestling.
And throwing guys through glass windows. Yeah.
Yeah. There was a guy in there. One guy was a wrestler. I can't remember the name. And another guy looked like a wrestler, but people said I don't think he was, but his name was Smasher in the movie. He was the guy in the beginning in the ball. Probably looked like a wrestler, but there's so many different people in that movie. There were actually real arm wrestlers or bodybuilders, big actors. The guy who was in Batman Returns was the main bad guy that he arm wrestles at the end. The guy that Batman puts a bomb on, and he's punching him, and he's laughing, and then he just falls in the trench and blows up. That guy, but yeah, that movie had a lot of different stars, big guys in it. Can't remember the name of the wrestler though. Let's see.
So you know who the wife on Last Man Standing, Nancy Travis? Do you know what she's from?
No.
So I Married an Axe Murderer.
Oh, I know she was in that. I thought it was.
She was also in The Vanishing, 1993. She was Rita Baker. 3 Men and a Little Lady. So I always get her confused with the mother from Boy Meets World. But
oh yeah, a guy named Terry Funk. That's one.
Okay, yeah, he just died about a year ago.
Did you say a guy named Terry Funk? How dare you? I do not know what Terry Funk is.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Did you know that Dory's still above ground?
Yep.
I think he was the older brother. Kids, I think I'm gonna jump off here and watch a little football and call it a night.
Yeah, it's almost midnight, so
okay.
For almost an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, nice chatting about movies.
Oh yeah, Becker, dude, that's the other show I like.
Becker? Oh yeah, Becker was awesome.
Becker was great.
Yeah, very underrated. I always felt. Yeah, Shawnee Smith and the guy that never shut up.
Oh, Bob doesn't like this. Bob likes your coffee. Bob don't like you.
We should always do it. We should do a top 5 or top 10 TV shows, but you can't include the pop or something like Cheers and stuff. You have to do more obscure.
Well, underrated.
You do top 10 sitcoms with Ted Danson as the star. You could probably fill it.
You could, right? All right. Well, I'll see you guys later. Yeah, check out the Geeky Puppet Show tomorrow morning at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m. Eastern for a Scooby-Doo DC Team Up book.
Yep.
And
then auction at 8 tomorrow here.
Yep. And also a reading at 9:05 Eastern. Turtles on the Geeky Puppet Show. But all right. Great talking to you guys, and I'll see you guys later.
All right. Good night, kids.
Yeah.
Remember, only you guys can start forest fires.
Bye. Watch TV.